Siyakwamukela Ikwekwezi FM TV kanike sithi kukhanya ba lami bizo ngubongani wakwamthombothi sifika kuwe sithi Amadoda Ayakhuluma. Ngiba ukuthoma ngokukhumbuza ukuthi ngiba uklike i-subscribe button yethu begodu ke ngale kwalokho ungakhohlwa no activate i-notification bell yakho ukwenzela bona Ikwekwezi FM na uploada ama video amaningi esabe sikwethulela wona ku Ikwekwezi FM TV ukwazi ukubona inkulumo esabe sikulethela zona. Amadoda ayakhuluma ngahlala ingedwa mbukeli ngihlezi nabo baba lapha angazibona nesokana masokana khona na. Asikayo ukuba nesihloko siyosikhuluma nje sidishile kumnandi siyacoca siyabonisana ngempilo nangezinto eziningi ezenzakalako ezithinda amadoda wanamhlanje ngoba kuningi okwenzakalako emadodeni okungaveliko ngaphambili kuningi okwenzakalako emadodeni okungakhulunywako kaningi siyababona abanye bagcina bathatha impilo zabo nekuyinto esingayikhuthaziko nesingayithabeliko mhlawumnye nasingakhe sibe nenkulumo simadoda man kukhona okuningi singafundisana khona kuningi singakwenza godu begodu kuningi singakuzuza nginomxolisi wakwaMasango locha demxo
sabona botbobo kunjani
kamnandi kunjani kuwe locha arvuna
ngiyavuma
uphilile
hayi kamnandi khona
thokoze sombali yeche ukhona ngithokoza ukwamukela isimemo sami man ngiyalazi office lakho libhizi khulu sekufana nela kamxolise la angimazi ubaleke kanjani ku camera yanga kumabona kude weza nganeno yekwekwezi
khuluma amadoda kufanele kuhlangana
na kanjani itu my brother ngithanda ama TikTok wakho hey ukhamba nesikhathi ne asithome lapho man kunjani impilo ye social media malanga la sibobaba sikhuluma ngani ku social media actually are we promoting our brands, are we promoting ourselves, or are we educating the nation? Yini ama complaints esinawo or mhlambi izinto esifundisana ngazo like impilo ye social media yendoda namhlanje eSouth Africa nephasini esiphila kilo ungathini mxo
ngibona ngathi isikhathi esiningi ku influencer these days mawungasi influencer ukho on ku social media but that's I think one of the points why we here to which is address izinto well ama situations or kuhlala the way sikubona ngako thina and I think social media kumele kube one of the tools esiwasebenzisayo thina ikakhulukazi njengamajida ukuthi touch base with each other because most of the time ngifila ngathi social media on the surface man izinto ezidlulayo you know it's all about ukuthi wenzani udlani and we must also change that I feel we should be using social media since it's a very powerful tool for change so it should be one of those platforms esiwasebenzisayo ukuthi sikwazi ukukhuluma njengoba sihleli la isikhuluma when the cameras go off masesiqedile la ukukhuluma inkulumo le kumele iqhubekele phambili ku social media we should be using a social media for izinto ezinjalo ukuthi siphilisane instead of the toxicity esibonayo ku social media esikhathini samanje I know abantu sometimes umuntu ovela athi uTwitter ngithatha ibreak ku Twitter angifuni ukuba ku Twitter angifuni ukuba ku WhatsApp ingani because they feel ukuthi lezo space azibasave azibanikeza ukuphila instead ziyababulala so it shouldn't be like that because it's a powerful tool
sure and so
for ushintsho
akusinento ichoko le nawenza intro yakho ukhulume ngemraro khona
yes
ukuthi simadoda senzayo and some of these things okhuluma ngazo izinto esizibona ku social media
yes
so the question is nakuthi social media njengokuwatsho nje iba toxic ngaleyo ndlela and the question is ngilokho kodwa na ungenziwe social media if we believe ukuthi social media is that powerful ukuthi ngaba na that effect toxicity is that the only thing ingenziwe social media so now the question is senza enough na ngalokho khona kwenziwe social media but social media is exactly that social media is toxic and iba nalokho nakho and siyayilisa kanti there's just a lot esingakwenza ku social media which include khona lokho ukuthi let's have discussions siphuma njani kunazo izinto esicelene nazo
yeah right ngone orivuna nayo ngathi ayithanda ufuna ukufaka umbono
mina ngiphila khona ke kanengi
yes
ku social media ukuphila kwayo ngiyokhulu mina vane ngifuna uqala ukuthi isifundisane thina njenge TikTok into engithandileyo ngayo phezulu kwesihloko lesesikhuluma ngaso lesi kunabo abaningi la babona abanobudlelwano obuhle nomndeni nabo nangithi umndeni wami ngitsho nabantwana babo bakhona ukujive uthole bafake mhlawumbe ngamapiano bajive nobaba ukuthi ke thina nasikhula into ezobe singakhona ukuzenza ukuthi bongajive nobaba thina sekukhula khulileke noko nje
ngiyakuyizwa bese nabo baba laba ba stave
ubaba bengekakhona ukutshela ukuthi uyakuthanda kanengi ubaba uhlangana naye nangabe wonile kuthiwa ubaba uzokulungisa nangabe akekho mhlawumbe uye emsebenzini umlinda ngokuthi azokulungisa into yenza kodwa nje i-relationship ekhona phakathi kobaba nomntwana
umndeni
wonke so kuyinto engiyithandileko le ngoba ngibone vele yenzeka kaningi
right kungakho ngithome nge-social media ngoba ngifuna ukukhuthaza umbukeli wethu olandela Ikwekwezi FM TV ku-YouTube akwazi ukuzwisisa ukuthi ama-platform wonke esinawo as the station we-social media sikhuthaza lento yefundiso sikhuthaza lento yeniluleko ngifuna ukuletha indaba yokuthi ngiyindoda ngiyakhona ukukhuluma imiraro yami ku-social media nangingaya ku-social media nje ngifike ngithi bobaba ngibawa ningisize man angikaphili kuhle namkha ngicabanga nokuthatha uphilo bami nizongithatha serious or nizothi into ze-social media niyazibona and then nihluleke mhlambe ukuvela nokubuza ukuthi bobo kuhle kwenzakalani ngoba kaningi simadoda nasivelako sivela sinaleya nto leyo ukuthi ngiyindoda ubuhlungu angibuzwa ngiyindoda akukameli ngithatha imiraro yami ngiveze chachalaze ebantwini abantu bazoqabanga ukuthi ngi-weak yabo so can I take my problems to social media Itu?
I think mina I take my concerns to social media so mangikhuluma nge-women empowerment most of the time masibheka abafazi samadoda we see them as labantu weak bangakhona ukuzenzela so me I took it upon myself ukuthi ngithi these are the things that I see happening so ngizozithatha and shine a light on them ukuthi if it doesn't just be kind to the next woman we know ukuthi abafazi bakho right feel okay it's okay amanye ama-outs I've seen ukuthi nabo like ama-problems are there too much like I know a guy who used to cut my hair took his life just like that
ilento engitsho ngithi nakuthi mhlambe that guy decided to say that morning bafethu angikavuki kuhle in the next 2 hours ngicabanga ukuyokuthatha uphilo bami
maybe the question is
yabo
siyalalelana
yes
and we don't the reality is asilaleli we laugh until it is too late because ungayitweeta le nto uyifake put it out there it's like boba kahle mfethi ngifuna attention manje there's a better place la ungaraise khona ama concerns akho ungaraise kuphi when I don't have anyone to talk to ngizosebenzisa leyo platform enginayo like for example what happened to rapper Ricky
yes
people didn't take that tweet too serious until it was too late till we started reading rest in peace Ricky until we saw that tweet where he was saying I'll come back a stronger man and whatnot that's when it clicked to Abantu to say actually we should have paid mind to what was happening so as much as we should be utilizing social media to voice our concerns to voice how we feel sometimes people feel like they tell you it's not the right platform but what is the right platform
exactly now let's push it further guys mina I want to open it up now ukuthi njengamadoda wanamhlanje are we feeling challenged ngabo mama namhlanje the ladies that we have today uzokukhumbula ukuthi kade into ebeyenza indoda ihlonipheke nanoma ingakhamba isikhathi eside emzinayo nayibuyako bayazi ukuthi uyobuya phethe ukudla uyobuya phethe imali ubaba ufikile ubuye emsebenzini ubuye emayini or ubuye contractini kujatshuliwe uyofika thenga ikukhu kuhlatshiwe that weekend next Monday ubaba uyakhamba right siyombona after next 30 days abanye sikhule kuma setup kanjalo abanye sikhulu ubaba angekho at all yabona sikhule mhlambe sinabomma kuphela you will know ukuthi ubaba ukhona but akaveli awumboni ubhizi ngezakhe and another thing is mhlambe ubaba zange athathuma nefamily yakhabo baba azange sibe nobudlelwano nayo. The only family esinobudlelwano nayo ifamily yakhabo ma. I can only talk about my uncles but not my father's side. Yabona fana le. So ngifuna ukuthola ukuthi indlela esesikiyo namhlanje ngoba abomama banamhlanje or abosisi banamhlanje sebanenkolo izabo, banezindlu zabo, bayasebenza, banemalabo and bakhona ukuzikhulisela abantwana. Yini ezothina ufika wena njengendoda kuleyo relationship ikwenze ube yindoda without anything tangible, mhlambe sort of like ngimthengele ikoloyi, ngimnikele allowance, ngimthengele indlu. I mean, ladies afford these days. Gents.
This was an argument I was having with one of my best friends. If to say, for instance, image Yakoviti, Donna Yaspana, I'm making a lot of money. As fully business, when I got the business, I'm a scaler so that I can do more for the family.
Yeah. Who provide the yen.
Focus on business,
yeah.
I'll get to travel more.
Yeah. Uzovuma na.
No, if I make you a good point, is the definition of daughter now a problem? Last time I went to daughter, be to finally prove, and who prove a way to finally prove, ngendlela I society as fundi se go to daughter prove again. For example, we walk examples where they give me a consider for this is the best. But when I get letter on it definition, you go in daughter.
Yeah.
Yes. Such a megi layer, a way definition of family evolve over time. Because what it is raising is a very important point.
Yes.
And all that. But the truth is, in jail, the fact that when you feel masculinity as soon as somebody is able to do for themselves, as soon as somebody was Jamaica, automatically you feel challenged.
Yeah.
That is the problem. The fact that we know we prove actually in order, even though she's working. We are serving.
Yes.
And unfortunately, society for example, what you know what? Ukumenza ukuthi angaluzi ubudoda bakhe idune yenza sho ukuthi amakhatha ahlala ku or abatshela so we want to protect the ego kababa so much so that we don't want to get to a point like redefine khona ubudoda, but we'd rather protect the ego yakababa. And sadly this fragile ego is protectable, unfortunately it's not toxic.
Yes.
Yalimaza because nangokuthi ngicabanga ukuthi ubudoda bamiphelela on the surface here. Sadly, ngifuna everything else evela kuyikwazi ukuthi iveze ngaphandle. Nakubukuthi like you are saying she's working, ngimofanele zenkolo ezikhamba phambili. Ngimumele akhethe inkolo esikhamba ngazo, ngimumele akhethe indlu. That way ubudoda bami buyabonakala. Ngoba nangihlala nabantwana, ubudoda bami gets diminish. And that is sad. Honestly, it's sad.
Sizokhona na. Yabona lento eveze nguItu imnandi. Ke ngizwe ngakuwe Arvun.
Okay, mina umkhumbulo enginawo ngokuthi ngimuntu utatelo na imuntu.
Yes.
Impumelelo yakhe angeke ifane neyami, angeke ifane nomunye umuntu, yabona? Ingakhona ukufunda nakhona kulingana, kodwa nange kwaba senqondweni ukuthi okay yena ukhonile ukufika la afike khona ngoma nasikhathi sakhe. Kulungile. Mina wanisela kufanele ngibe levelini engiyo, kodwa into enkulu ukuthi kufanele sobabili sibambisane, ngingabi nenokuthi mina ngiyindoda.
No, chance, nyangropa, chance, nyangropa, chance. No, nyangropa, chance, nyangropa. The question esuke ku-Itu ithi, the lady who decided ukuthi ipartner yakhe ihlale ekhaya, bamvulela ibhizinisi, agada abantwana, ayisa abantwana esikolweni, uzovuma na?
That's not a problem.
Yeah. Is it not?
It's not.
Ungalisa umsebenzi nje na.
Yes, theoretically, that's what's supposed to happen. Kodwa ungawulisa njenganje umsebenzi. Ulise ngoba your partner is doing better.
Kodwa umsebenzi ngithanda njena ngawo. Akufani ukuthi ngiyohlala.
I personally wouldn't mind being a stay-at-home dad as well.
Yeah.
And as long as, you know, I wouldn't mind being a stay-at-home dad, you know. But also, you know, where we even debating this right now. To say, it could be wrong, it could be right. Because ultimately, Masakumdeni, we're building family as a joint unit, and it should be in the sebenzai for both parties at that time. So, but if this works, it's an arrangement sebenzai for umchita. I mean, I wouldn't mind being a stay-at-home dad. But
Mbugeli uyabezwa ukuthi abangeke bavuma ukuhlala ekhaya uyabezwa.
The society is I mean, remember, we are products of the society.
Yes. Yes.
So the society is the question is, and what's
going to happen?
Yeah.
So you see the toxicity.
So to control them fast.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, naso kufanele sibulale yokuthi nasenza izinto mhlambe sithi abantu bazothini because ngesikhathi inungayi abanye mhlamba yafuna ukuyenza but akunamuntu ongalida ukuthi ayenze ngoba into ngithi sithoma ngokubona ngomuntu ayenza siyabona ukuthi man into le iyasebenza le so wena ngokuyenza ungaba iexample kabanye abantu laba mhlambe basaba ukuthi bayenze into le so kanenge wathi isociety izokuthini then I think uzokuphila nzima ngoba zonke izinto zenza wonke ama decisions owathathako uzokuhlalela wathathela society but not nina ngaphakathi
as a relationship yes bafethu ngiceda ngenza ngicabanga enye into manje you just brought in a very interesting element kuyo yonke lento because hey khona imicimbi family gatherings ama funerals ama evening kuthiwa hey manje ubaba sekhaya wenza
yes
manje so uyoloku uhleli lapha in the little corner
ukuthi mina ngisabantwana esikolweni
no, and that's the problem.
Yeah, but how's executive?
That's the problem.
No, but you can just say, run a business, yasekhaya.
No, but I mean, the fact that you have to say you run a business, you're not running a business.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying, iyafuna ukuthi sifike la si redefine khona ubudoda bethu because ubudoda bethu usese attached to everything else materialistic. Number one, number two, we want to prove ukuthi simadoda.
Yes.
So what Arvuna Nomxolisi are saying, it's everything. It's actually how we are supposed to be living in an ideal space.
Yes.
But when we find ourselves wanting to prove we feel it's not enough for me to be a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
And I can't be. Because good lapho. Maybe later better now.
Yes.
Maybe mina nginesnege.
Yes.
Homeschooling amalanga la COVID even homeschooling. Abantu are homeschooling their kids.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm a better teacher than my wife is.
Yeah.
So lokho ukuthi kukhona engakwenza and add value ngaphakathi kwekhaya. And not even feel like I need to justify. And ngiphe i-title ehle. No, ngihleze ekhaya. Ngikhulisa abantwana. As a matter of fact.
Ibuyelele wenzani?
Ngihleze ngikhulisa abantwana. Bobo ngathi uyayisola.
Angisoli ngifuna unikele
We're changing dynamics baba. Next day I'm a different dad to what I was 10 years ago. What do I teach my son when he comes to me and says, okay, cool, I think I'm ready to be a man right now. How do I tackle this thing?
Yeah.
So it challenges us.
I feel like me, like I'm 29 years old. A lot of my friends have kids, and they ask me the same question.
Yes.
Yes. I can relate to that. It's very problematic. It's very problematic.
I'm not ready to be a dad because I was never raised by a father. I was raised by a mother. Therefore, psychologically, I'm not there yet. This is how we become a man.
Yeah.
Wow. So it becomes a problem like that. I'm still fighting those demons, but day by day it's changing as I get to speak to.
Yes.
And I mean, it sounds like you were raised by a single parent.
Yeah,
I was raised by a single parent. You were raised by a single parent.
Yes.
Do we ever have I'm not sure about when I think
No,
same here. Okay. Same here, yeah.
I mean, okay, and but the truth is, do we ever sit down, Smachita, see talk about the effects of ukukhula ngalendlela esikhule ngayo on the men that we are becoming, and adding now
yes,
on the men that we are supposed to be.
Yes.
Young Tona, because it's too complicated and there are a number of layers because as things stand,
cool.
But the truth is, what we're exposed to
Yeah.
given now as men,
Yes.
there's a lot and honestly there's a lot of anger and right now we can't even articulate ourselves even better. That's why
Now is
Yes.
And Bonke logo put Bobo, I think, also has a influence like who put it to said there because he didn't get all of that. I think it's called the domino effect.
Yes.
So it's going all the way. You saw Wonka chips magic.
True.
He can't, like, he's not ready.
Yeah.
And I go back to the point earlier, Yenzo Putnat. I think he said something more along the lines of what does being in daughter or being ubaba mean? Is it all about material? I have a friend of mine, actually, because he's very frustrated. I think him my father was there. He was there. He was providing. But I cannot tell you that there's one lesson I learned from him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 30 now. He's like, I'm 30 now, but I cannot tell you one lesson I learned from my dad. Yes, he was there. Yes, he provided, but angazang funde luto from him.
Yeah. Power.
That is very sad.
This is powerful because siyazibuza ukuthi simadoda nje kukhona mhlambe esikufundileko okuzathathwa kunikelwe isizukulwana esilandelako and leso sizukulwana ngilesi siyokubelethwa ngithi or nathi kwathina nje si empty and sizama ukwenza kwangathi sinakho kanti asina next because of laba abadlule phambi kwethu abasibelethileko abakasinikeli next.
You know, and okuhlubu ukuthi umphakathi esiphuma kiwo ngokusebenzisa I will use the ageism ngabo kusebenzisa ukuqala ukukhula komuntu ngeminyaka yakhe. They are saying nasela seminyakeni engaka kufanele ngathani wazi so much. But the truth is baningi abantu abaseminyakeni yobudala abangasibadala. And for all we know nathi silapho. That's why somebody once said something quite interesting on social media. We are the most childish adults. But the point alveza kulapho ukuthi yes sibadala godwana sibadala na. Are we these vessels ekufanele ngathana dlulisa ilwazi? Or is that too big a responsibility to give to somebody ofana nami nje ukuthi ngidlulisa ilwazi? Bira back to what Itu is saying. Itu is 29.
Yes.
Going on 30 now.
Godwana
akaziboni amuntu osezingeni lokuthi. But now ubiyele emva ucabanga wena. Back then we used to think ukuthi umuntu na 30
cool.
So automatically there's that assumption ethi nase una 30 kufanele ngathani wazi so much. And the reason why we need platforms asikhumbuza ukuthi asenza sizibuze ukuthi but are we honest na? Sesikhuluma iqiniso esamajita. Or are we continuing ngalendlela society efuna senze ngayo? As a result, Itu finds himself having a child. Itu nakaqedako uba an irresponsible father. Because he was never ready to be a father. He was never ready to be this man in society efuna kube nguye. Ekhaya bambuza ukuthi kanti inkinga yini Itu? Yazina kubopha inyathelo ziqine man.
Bathi bayindoda.
So you can't be 29 and not have. And ngaleso sikhathi Itu is not ready. So yayibona ukuthi letha what Mpolisi is saying, domino effect. Ngoba we are not having these discussions.
No, gents, I mean, I'm happy because we're touching base on all the elements zizinto ezisithindayo njengabobaba njengamadoda. Now, let's push it further to a point yokuthi are we competing with ladies in this generation esikiyo nje? For an example, I will just throw in indaba ye-education. Kunamajita azangathola ithuba lokuya esikolweni because of mhlambe ekhaya benganamali. And then nakathola umsebenzi wathola ukuthi kunento eziningi kumele azivale then azange akhona esikolweni but wenza okuzaqangi wakha wafundisa abantwana bekhabo wenza okuningi nje and then uthola umjita loyo mhlambe nakahlezi namajita amajita afundileko umxolisi uphethe PhD arona uphethe PhD unathi uphethe PhD itu uphethe PhD bangani bakhe ukhule nabo yena kanayo that PhD then nakafika atubloma nabo then bathoma bakhuluma nathi ukhuluma ngeengineering itu khuluma mhlambe ngezinto ze medicine depending ukuthi which industry enisebenza kiyo so yena kwayena automatically sekathoma ukufila ngathi mara ngathi angisindoda man yazi izwa amadoda ukuthi nawakhuluma kakhuluma njani izunathi nakakhuluma izu arvuna izumxolisi no jenzazini ilife ingibethile and I believe lokho ukuthi impilo imbethile umuntu loyo siyibuyisa njani out efana naleyo
but kuba yini ithi isuke emajiteni the next thing ayozizwa are disempowered
yeah
naziza bodala
because mhlawumbe ungathola ukuthi nakahlezi namajita nabakhulumako and achecka ne progress yabo azibone ngathi yena akakenzi next and then ukhumbule ukuthi nabodade ngala bakahlali kuphela bayafunda phela nabo and bazithuthukisa nabo and baba abantu abathileko nabo empilweni so nakafika ebanganini bakhe uzibona ngafiti nakathi uyaphuma mhlawumbe uyofuna ipartner kodwa uzibona angana partner emfaneleko automatically umuntu loyo uba ne-anger so siyibuyisa njani ingqondo yomjito njalo because at the end of the day umsebenzi awenzako angeke awuthande angeke azithande yena uyazisola uba nento eziningi iyapakelana lento le ngaphakathi kwakhe
mina ngicabanga ukuthi kufanele siqale i-root kaningi amajita nasihleziko asakhani yabona kunokuthi isakhani siyalahlana yabona because ukulalela nje mhlawumbe into lekhuluma ngayo ukuthi yena uzizwa mhlawumbe angasaseyipart or afailile emajiteni lawo ezinye izinto zakhona nakacala nabo cherry mhlawumbe nezinempilo bayiphilayo ukuthi izinto sitshelana zona akusizo zakhanako mhlawumbe kube ekuthomeni besibona ukuthi isakhane naye mhlawumbe ngakunokuthile kakhona ukuthi akwenze kodwa izinto esisenza kaningi izinto zokuthi nawenze into embi sithi uyingwenya yabona kodwa endweni ezihle asisekelani kaningi that's why amajita okay bara ukuthi une problem mhlawumbe imali
yeah
ne la ufuna ukusizeka khona amajita akakhona ukukusiza kodwa nakufanele ke ukuselwa amajita abanemali yokusela yokuphuma kuyokusela yabona so izinto ezinjengalezo
bayakufonela bayakufuna bahlamba mani
hlamba boys yaphuma
yeah hlamba boys yaphuma
but ekutheni wena ukhona ukuthi ube a better person lapho sibuyele emuva simajita asinamali akuyabhetha boy
nokufundisa umsebenzi
abakufunisi bakufonela ngama weekends ngama Fridays bakhona ukuthuma ama ice yabona
yeah no man iqiniso le
which also a conscious decision about indawo ezinjalo iqala ngawe I would say you need to get out of spaces that don't serve you, spaces that don't build you, spaces around abantu that you feel are not part of or do not want to see you grow.
Yeah.
First, if those guys have PhD, it would be up to them to find out how do we empower you?
Yeah.
You know, how do we build you?
First of all, at that point, how do we empower you as our friend?
And of course we would have to say if you already part of the circle yet when our PhD, how did we be friends to begin with? We were friends from back in the day. If I'm a friend to you, Mfethu, I'm supposed to be the one that says Mfethu grand ngale situation yakho. First of all, there's nothing that you want to do ngempilo yakho. And if we angitshela no, I'm comfortable ngigrand ngimnandi. Yeah, I make money somehow. Grand, it's also up to you. Angeke ngiforce but
exactly.
We space leso bobo esingakusevi, space esingakukhulisi, get out of it.
You know why? Ngifuna somebody before ungene kule point le umxolisa suka kiyo but ngenye indlela. Ngilethe isibonelo ngeeducation ngabomu. Now ngiyayijugulula lento ngifuna ukuyiletha ekutheni ngingibaba nginomakhelwane ngesinceleni nangesidleni ngimo sebenzako phakathi kwabo makhelwane bami bababili enomakhelwane uphelele umsebenzi last month umakhelwane una 2 years angasebenzi abantwana baye esikolweni umntwana kamakhelwane nami uphuma nganamanyathelo wesikolo umntwana kamakhelwane nami kusebusika nje uphuma nganajezi esikolo and mina ngiyasebenza and ngiaware ukuthi amajita bomakhelwane bami abasebenzi bayazama ukuhlangana kuna next but mina ngimi ofocus ekutheni ngenzela abantwana bami umntwana mphuma anamanyathelo ambethe uphuma nejezi angicabanga ukuthi umakhelwane nami lo uzizwa njani ngokuthi mina phakathi kwabo la ngiphakathi kwabo ngimngedwa obonakala ayingwenya and nakwenziwa isibonelo ngobaba onakekela abantwana bakhe kukhonjwa mina kwenziwa ngami isibonelo laba bayithula bazizwa njani bona and wena mhlambe ngiyiphi value ongayi-add ekutheni Amadoda ngiyanibona kunzima nedokuncanyana lokho enginakho ngiyakuhlephulela mbathisa umntwana lo yamanyathelo ngiyakuhlephulela mbathisa umntwana lo ijezi sizana njani lapho
mhlawumnye ipendulo emizaba too philosophical but when you see what capitalism does yenza exactly that capitalism isikhuthaza ukuthi nangi stand out ngiright
yes
nangi stand out ngikhulu ke lapha ngoba nokuhluma kwami kubonakala ngcono lokho nangihlume everyone else angakahlumi but now that is like I said, it's a philosophical answer and it's capitalism but when I guess esikhuluma iqiniso maybe we need to take a step back sizibuze ukuthi are we not placing too much pressure on nangumakhelwana olingako lo and automatically expect umakhelwana olingako lo ukuthi ayongena ngapha nangapha yokubuza ukuthi are we okay now also khulume about this friend of ours who doesn't have a PhD when everyone else has uthi mhlawumnye simbuze but the question is when does this friend start taking accountability responsibility so that we empower based on lokho afuna isizo ngikho siyasiza we are not asize siphethe ama solutions esingazi ukuthi inkinga ikuphi because I think that's one other thing that is quite serious we tend to come up with solutions esingazi ukuthi imraro kuyini so before we even get to a point of saying Arvuna are you asking umakhelwana akho ukuthi udlile na are you asking abantwana ukuthi banamajezi naba kumakhelwana the question is umakhelwana wenzeni has he approached to Itu has he approached to Arvuna so that these conversations can start now solve inkinga ethileko that is why most of us sithina siphuma ko sithi siyokusiza sengitsho now it's a bit different but sengitsho nakuma charity organizations sikhamba siphethe ama 10 staff soke nje we don't even know ukuthi bafunani la but siphethe ipendulo because we have this tendency ukuthi size nama solutions sing understand what the actual problems are so we also need to have that in mind la sithi khona let's also get to a point la uArvuna as nangumuntu osebujameni obungasi not so good akathatha responsibility mhlambe esamajida what we should be doing is to create an environment evumela uArvuna kwazi ukusitshela lokho anakanenkinga uyangithola so ke yabona isuka so uArvuna kwazi ukusitshela ukuthi thina si intervene without understanding what his actual problems are asisize ngokuthi through these establishments through ukuthi sikwazi ukuthi sibe nendawo comfortable Arvuna ngaziboni kwangathi uhlubule nakanathi akhona ukukhuluma comfortably nalokho anakanenkinga sikwazi ukusiza than ukuthi siye siphethe isolution singazi
and the solution lesingayazi ukuthi yofika ibe ngiyona well ngiyanizwa bobaba and besathinda indaba yama platforms simadoda ukuthi sinawo na wokukhuluma ngoba bengilalele indaba yaka Arvuna nomxolisi nabakhuluma ngendaba yabangani umxolisi uthe ngcono uphume abanganini abanjalo yabo and now ngifuna ukuletha ihlangothi lokuthi kuba yini thina simajida siyakhona ukuhlanganisa imali for umcimbi imali for ibra imali for ukuyobukela ibhola stadium omunye lo ngasebenziko simbhadalele nethikithi simthengele ithikithi simbhadalela nemali transport or nakuthi siyazi driver uzokhwela mahala njalo besimbambe nange t-shirt le favorite team yakhe siyawazi ukumenzela yonke lento le especially when it comes to entertainment lifestyle but nasiza empilweni yamambala la ukuthi siyambona umjida akasipani umjida akana plani umjida yazini udose emhlweni siyathula asistep in lapho but nakuthi next weekend kunedabi kwenzakalani siyamfuna siyam-involve siyamenzela lezi zinto but izinto esingakhona ukuthi at least simthome at least naye akwazi ukuzibambela asingeneleli lapho sisaba ukuthi uzosidlula i-competition zikhiphani lapho
easy thatha siyahamba siyophuza sibamba abantwana ngiyadropa thatha siyahamba siyadropa when it comes to izinto eziserious I need to be emotionally attached. I need to invest my time in your life and say as in I must start a party school and most of us are not willing to do that because most of us are busy.
But even to what the police was saying earlier about the ego.
Yes.
Look at it's not about my ego now. Young toy. Nangithengela iskipa leso nangithatha ngikuse grounding because remember lokho umuntu yakhona ukubona lokho nangiyokwenza njengoba uIdo sitsho nje la kufanele ngi-investe khona emotionally and ngithi emotionally ngabomu ngilisa all these other ones components financially and all that.
Yes.
Because immediately nangiyokhipha the financial part, the financial component, ngizama ukusiza wena to be a better person, then I need to be invested now.
Yes.
Emotionally.
Yes.
So I really back to what Mtolisi was saying indaba ye-ego yokuthi kuhle kuthi ego kuzikhukhumeza. So we may not necessarily be saying it overtly, kodwa yindlela la ego yami ikhuluma nami khona ukuthi yazi yenza sure ukuthi uyabonakala. And ubonakala kwakho ubonakala njani? Ukuthi umthuma ama-eyes. Uyangithola? And not ngokuthi umnikeze something ezomakha kodwa ngokuthi ngi-stand out abe dependent on me than ukuthi azijamele yena, because wazijamela yena then ibuyela back to what you're saying, which ukuthi now I've gone a step further and akusasi indaba ye-ego le. It's just a thought nje now that you are raising it.
Yeah.
Uyangithola ukuthi is it not about me lokha nangimenzisa ngithenge la kuse-groundini ekubeni lokha la kufanele ngimsize to be about him.
Yeah. Angithi uzozibala into ezobomenza ukuthi ntanga ngikuthethe ngakuse egroundini wabukela ibhola, ntanga ngikuthengela ijezi, ntanga ngikuthengele inselo, ntanga nawuthi angikwenzeli next, nawuthi ngikucheck njengefriend yami ukhuluma ngani uthi ukuthini, and ubala izinto ezingamsebenzeli.
But
it is meant to talk. That's another point.
Yes.
It is meant to talk. Which is what I imagine. Yeah, but you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I have a very close friend. I blame myself for not talking to him. He's very close. Like everything was good.
Yeah.
When he was good, we were all good. Now that I'm good, he's on drugs. I'm good starting people. Siri.
Yeah.
Siri, no. This is a man's talk. Not today.
I'm not good at serious.
So yes, like man ngivula ngimbona starting people sure but I'm feeling I'm nandi and don't get 10 rand ngikaphelela. And another thing is kuhlala ngizibuza and I always blame myself ukuthi why ngingakhulumi naye.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And now I blame myself because if there was a way I could help him.
Why do you think you guys are not in a position to be talking or having conversations around that?
In a way, I feel like he doesn't want to listen.
Oh, okay.
Is it the perception on your part?
Yeah, it's me. It's Amuntulo. He's delusional. 1.1.
No, but obviously he's dealing with something.
He's dealing with something bigger.
Yeah, he's dealing with something. And then how are you going to feel one day udlula ngekhabo ubona abaphakamisa itende bathi damani uzibulele and ubhalene utunyana and then uthi check and ish I could have addressed this.
It gets deeper because I was so emarobotini ngiyadlula ngibona umamakhe. Mawudi ngene mude ngoto. So masidlula laphana ublome shopping. And I remember not wanting to look at his mom. Sharp. And by the corner of my eye, I was looking at the mother, and she was torn. You could see what he has in Ayakhuluma.
Yeah.
And as myself, as a friend, like I feel like, okay, Donna, you should have done something.
Yeah.
You know, because my home nandi, the skatisa nandi, we were going, and then obviously
no, obviously ngit beni ku same level, beni ngaspani nonke, yabona bonga nakari, nayanga nakari, ben fan. So now uthola ispani, ubhayi ikari, umnandi and yena into zakhe zikahlangani at the same time or automatically kuye kuvela lokho ukuthi sino idwa salingani. Uidwa saka kwenye level mina ngisele phansi and angikhona ukukhuphuka. Le stressing is keeper ngani. I think ngihlalela ama drugs.
But is it not bigger than that?
I think it's bigger than that, but I'm just taking the surface of it. Yabona? So ngezinye zezinto lezi amadoda amaningi aqalene nazo today. Because kubhlungu ukubona ipilo ikudlula njengendoda. Ayikho indoda efuna ukuzibona iyifailure. And as much as I know nanoma mhlambe akhona amadoda akompithako, but most yamajita we are not there for competition, but silapho for ukuthi at least sikhone ukuthi kusasa nawuqala emuva ukuthi ngibuya phi nalepilo le ukuthi at least ngizamile angakhona ukufika enyelela wonke amabhudango wami but la important 1 2 3 ngikhonile ukwenza but there's one thing thina njengamadoda esibalekako and asifuna ukuthi wayithasha klar umoshile ukuthi uzizwa njani ngithola la ngaphakathi kuwe uzizwa njani uhlaliseke kuhle na yabona that is why uthola abomama abaningi bagcwele emasondweni why because ba release stress yabona bacula bamnandi kuba nama worship songs manayo yonke and then thina amajito sitholaphi eshibhini kula nathi sirelease khona stress sethu because of ngifika lapho ngikhulume ngibomboze ngibe mnandi and then ngibuye ngikhohliwe ukuthi bekwenzakalani for today but kusasa nangivukako wonke lama problem asesela etafuleni yabona ukuthi ama systems esiwasebenzisako as ama gender ladies will go to church and thina amajita will go to embizweni sodisha and then lo yanakabuya at least spiritually ube uplifted yabona wathola something wathola guidance waba na that hope ifaith yavuka mina bengihlezi nomcolisi nowarvuna nonathi noItu besihlalele angazi ngivumelekile ukuthi yabona madoda ningizwile bekumnandi bengayi ukuthi ku wrong bekumnandi but what is the conversation on the table nasihlezi lapho umcolisi uyakhona ukuvula isifuba sakhe na athi gents angisishap ngine problem 1 2 3 4 5 no arvuna I conversation around our sitting ibe more on beneficiary ukuthi nangisukako nangiceda uhlukana namajita mara ngizuze something yazi umqonisi ukhulume so and ngiyacabanga ukuthi nangayithatha lento ngayenza impilo yami izoba ngcono
ngithatha kukhulu from lokukhulumayo manje sorry but ngithatha kukhulu from you from what you just said. I think one of the issues futhi with Tina as amajita, even just besides as amajita, see society, sithanda impose ama standards.
Yes.
And then that puts us under a pressure, the pressure engeko. What is success? Who defines what success is?
Exactly.
Because for all I know, I could be where I am, but someone thinks I'm a failure. So who decides what success is?
Yes.
So I think it's us to a certain level to say, I'm not successful. Who decides what success is? So those are some of the things that we need to look out for as well as people. Pressure engeko.
And that success oyidefinako wena mawunganayo uzibona uyifailure at the same time uba depressed.
See.
Ebona. Arvuna.
Then okunye iyana ngokuthi ibira lapha endabeni ukuthi bobani teacher sibobani ngoba into le ingiyo ezosisa entweni esiyikhuluma ukuthi yini nasitichileko lapho because mhlawumbe abantu engiticha nabo akusiba abantu abayococa ngento mina mhlawumbe engangi-uplift yabona mhlawumbe into abacoca ngayo nabe entertainment nazinandi siyazenza siyaceda nasibila lemuva but mina ngisisane-problem.
Exactly.
But from a practical perspective, from a practical level, into ezokuItu is quite serious. Out in us school as out in us outed. Jenga njaga simnani. Wenzani at the practical level.
The sophisticated answer you gave said
because the way he was narrating the story, it was personal.
Yes.
It was personal. You feel like there's more that you can do.
Yeah.
But what exactly can you do? Number one, our phone who's also impose a solution. But at the same time, you feel good normal. Gufanele ube nento engiyenzako as somebody or sebjamini obungconywana bepilo. It's not like we've got, I mean, like Mxolisi was saying, definition of success is just elusive and
yes.
So I would I've got too much. But when I get looking ukuncane nginakho and nokuthi maybe ngine sober and excuse the pun. Where you assess the situation lay, and as a result, ngimcala from an objective perspective.
Yeah.
But at the same time, wenzani at the practical level. Ngoba I mean, this is personal, and this is ngoba ngifuna sisuse from it being philosophical. Sise la personal corner. Ngoba this is just one of many instances and incidences esinawo emakhaya le sinamajita esikhule nawo.
Yes.
Sinamajita ebesinawo I mean besiphila sonke just now. Njenga nje izinto zichange. So sidlula njani?
And I can relate endabeni yakhe. Itu. Just mina my friend zanga sebenza intakamizo. But amabhudange bekanawo besinawo sobabili la bekafuna uzibona khona ngifuna uzibona ngikhona thina ama conversations wethu bengilawo ke ukuthi sifuna uzibona sikuphi but usele ngizamile ke nami yabo ukuthi ngibuye ngithola ukuthi yini into emenza ukuthi mngani kwenzakalani ngikubona udosele emuva yabona so into zakhe ke zibe mayelana ezinye nokugulanyana kube khona kuye nani kodwa after ukurecover zanga asafuna ukuphusha waba dodgy yabona nangimlandelela kuyena bese labalekela mina umfonela ukhona ukumthola yabona
okay also just before you come in I think sonke singamajita we also have a story that is similar fana nesakho as well that we can all relate to where we've had abangani where we used to grow up with where we used to share same dreams at some point but manje maybe you see them that they're not doing well but also another hurdle to trying to assist them is the mere fact yokuthi anisakwazi ukurelate to each other. You don't share anything common anymore. So how do you bridge leyo gap leyo to reach this person right now?
You see, I think it's an attitude, because let's look at the attitude the lion as much as it's so small but it becomes the king of the jungle, because yona nayibona whatever ibona ngibona lunch. So i-attitude yethu simadoda nangibona unathi a progress ngibona challenge ngibona competition. That's my attitude. Rather than seeing an opportunity, you go to, wow, I've got a friend in my cycle who is capable of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, man, I must keep this man. Not for monetary benefit, but wisdom, knowledge, opportunities, networks. So i-attitude yethu sibobaba simadoda really ihlezi phezulu ukuthi siyacompete. And if we can change that attitude, I think kuyoba lula ukuthi ngiye kunathi ngithi enathi phela ngistakile ndoda. Ngithatha ama chance. Ngithatha ama chance lapha ngithi ngiyangena bese ngaphakathi. Bangiskemile bra. Bangibethe 100,000 it's gone. And uma kwami akazi. But I've got another way of raising back this money ukuthi umuzi ungaphuki. Mina I will make sure ukuthi ngiyacompensate ngisizo lakho siyayidiscussa sinomjita and then siyabonisana nakanayo uyangisiza siyapetcha lapha then mina ngitibamba nayi into ozoyisebenzisa ukubhadela yona back. So i-support structure leyo thina njengamadoda asinayo.
Okay, ngiyazibuza ukuthi mhlambe i-family idlala indima engangani mhlambe to the friend lo mina sengithophumelela ngconywana kunaye mhlambe ngazi ukuthi amagama abawakhulumako mhlambe kuye wona ukuthi abanye bayahona ukuthi babe namagama negative abazowakhuluma abazowafaka kuye bese naye nasela kubona ukubona ngendlela le
so by enemy
so by enemy
Mhlalukwana ungathuli ngiyakuzwa ingcondo iyagaya izinto esiziveza kwezi uzibona twi.
No, honestly, kuningi, I mean, that I can relate to Gilokoni Veza. That's why iyafuna vele ukuthi sisuse from a philosophical discussion siyise live practical call. Ekugcineni nasithi amadoda ayakhuluma kufanele sibe nendlela yokuthoma indlela yokukhuluma because simadoda we sifela ngaphakathi and njengoba ngisitsho nje ukuthi indaba evezwa nguIdu le I mean sinayo into enjalo sonke nje sinayo into enjalo and ngizama ukuyicabanga nje ukuthi by the way nami support umuntu ofana nami uyangithola and already sengiyacabanga ukuthi but nginga-intervene njani have I done enough na
and then ucabangani ngawe
uyangithola ucabangani ngami ngixolisa uthe you find ukuthi sigcine singasakhona ukurelate I wonder ukuthi indaba yokuthi asisakhona ukurelate namtjana indaba yokuthi because sengaba busy ngalendlela yena sekabona ngathi am unavailable uyangithola so ke now sekunzima ngoba kufanele ngi-explain ngizi-define all those things nakufanele ngithi angikho nangathi angikho twice nokuhle kuhle angifuni and ngaleso sikhathi nginama-commitments akhona so ngile nto engizama ukuyihlalisa kuhle ukuthi at least in my mind ukuthi how do we become agents of change as Amadoda within the society sikiyo starting obviously from the family structure ngaphakathi ekhaya emndenini ngoba there are people who are looking up to me ngenzani ngithoma uku-influence these young men ngaphakathi ekhaya ingakabe kufika emphakathini because iningi lethu sifuna ukuba mahero emphakathini singakathomi ekhaya ngenzani number 1 ekhaya and also ke nase ngiyokufika ngaphandle ngifika njani ngaphandle nakhona nangifika kwi-effect ami iba ngangani ekubeni ngaphakathi ekhaya ngenzeni so those are things ezikhona engqondweni nakho abona sikhuluma so
kwamambala ngiyathokoza ngiyathokoza mbukele ekhaya Ikwekwezi FM TV siku-YouTube ungakhohlwa ukusubscribe ungakhohlwa activate your notification bell ukwenzela ukuthi ke nasi-uploada ama-videos wethu siKwekwezi FM ukwazi ukwabona qangi sithomile inkulumo simadoda siyakhuluma ngiyakholwa ukuthi asigcini namhlanje kuningi sisazokhuluma ziningi indawo esisazozikhambela kuningi la sizokuvela khona nawe lapha ekhaya uzoba ingcenye yamadoda azabahlezi kupanel sibonisana ngenkulumo zethu akuna script akuna litho sikhuluma nje kokho kusenhlizweni zethu nokusithindako nangendlela sibona impilo yanamhlanje ingakho khona ngithokoza kakhulu kwamambala bona abobaba nabobaba enginabo la bakwazi ukuphumelela and then sikwazi ukuthi sikhulume lokho esikhulumileko ngiyacabanga ukuthi kunengo kudobhadobhileko kunengo ozibuza ngakho kunengo sele uqabanga ngenisombululo ngithokozile Mxolisi mhlamba amagama akho wokugcina sesivala
Okay Bobo ngithanda mina ukubonga ku Ikwekwezi FM and sibonge nakini gentlemen for ukuthi nenzele platform ibe available ngiyasibona in the next coming months mhlambe niqhubekela phambili ngale nkulumo ngiyasibona futhi sithola ama solutions to not only ama problems ethu but ama problems emiphakathi yethu in order for us ukuthi sifike kwi problem yokuthi why is the boy child not being talked to instead of being spoken to. We need to talk to the boy child and not speak to the boy child. So that's very important. And in Yasbona someday as well, even finding a collective solution to the issue which is very important because masinalama platforms la senza lezinto collectively. I think it works better because many brains are better than one brain. So once again, gentlemen, ngiyabonga kakhulu. Point of departure yami ukuthi ama platforms afanele lawo ukuthi amajita nje yakwazi ukuventa out ama frustrations awo avente out, even their success stories are good because men need to talk.
Tada Advuna Suisonga.
Okay, mina ngofeatures ana ngizokubuyela ngithi iplatform nje ihle khulu, especially i-social media. Ngiyo ke kufanele engiqabanga ukuthi umunye nomunye nje umuntu akathina kayisebenzisako nakanomraro simlalele ngoba na kunebhuli eningi ku social media lokho umuntu nakanomraro then that's why ithola abantu bazibulala, but ama conversations anje ngala azoba khona ku digital platform. I think azokhona ukuchugulula imkhumbulo abantu abaningi ukuthi okay nasikhuluma ngendoda sikhuluma ngomuntu onjani, asesikhulumi ngomuntu ofana nelitshe but sikhuluma ngomuntu onemizwa ofana nomunye nje umuntu okhona
kwamambala. Umhlalukwana ngizomchisela ngoba kukaningi ngikhamba naye endaweni ezihlukahlukeneko just nje ukumnikela ukuthi ayithome lapho. Kunamagama athanda ukwakhuluma nasikuma seminar wethu athi checka abangani okhamba nabo, check inqwadi ozifundako, checka ama programs owalalelako nowabukelako, ngiwo azokwenza ube ngulomuntu ofuna ukuba nguye. Mhlalukwana.
Definitely somto before ngiya lapho Mxolisi get in the so to the camera. Nyabona, this is where it starts. We're just gentlemen. We are men that like to groom, guys. We groom.
Did you do your nails?
We groom. Yes, we groom.
Man. No, man. No.
That's exactly what these platforms are supposed to be. I mean, next time you talk about men and groom. Yeah, everything that is like, I mean. Ultimately, it's about that. It's about the conversations you have. It's about the friends you keep. It's about the dialogues young toloba now and abantu and ngilendo silingu kuyithoma ngilendo sithi ayibe khona mina amongst ingasinje kuphela 3 Ikwekwezi FM noma Ikwekwezi FM kodwa emphakathini nje ngiyangithola nasta amadoda ayakhuluma ake sithi last khona ukhulume earlier about amadoda nokuba se shipping and all that.
Yes.
Nakho ukuthi amadoda find some solace in that nokuthula abakuthola lapho. Then the question is ekuthule nokho senzani.
Yes.
Ngiyangithola what are we discussing or becoming better men through ukuthula lokho esikuthola in that space namtjana siya lapha and come back worse off than lokho besingikhona singena kona. So we need to start having those conversations. Sikhuthaza lokho vele sithi asithomeni ngalendlela bobaba. It's not necessarily about amadoda, it's about amadoda as part of a society sikiyo because ultimately madoda phila emphakathini imphakathi esiphila kiyo lesikhuluma nawo on this platform and also lesikhuluma nawo generally. So ngiyathokoza mina James, ngiyathokoza Ikwekwezi FM kongathi ngakhula ngaleyo ndlela ikhule ndlondlobale.
Kwamambala siyathokoza. Itu. It's a wrap, my brother.
Not too much. Mina tanda jobonga for the opportunity of Kuluma because I don't think Tina Samadoda we are given this opportunity with Svente Sebe Kamachita Kuluma.
Yes.
Because of our own insecurities.
Yeah.
So can this grow and become bigger than what it is right now? Because we need these conversations.
Yeah.
We want them. Some of us want them, but some of us need them.
Yes.
We're not aware.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's true. Right. Sivala ngaleyo ndlela wena ke uzasilandela ngokusubscribe vane bathi umntwana ongaliliko ofele embelekweni mina ngithi indoda engaliliko ifele emrarweni asihlangane esikhathini esilandelako sithokozile kukhanya ba